Hey guys, I'm going over your STAAR review for quadratics questions. I am going to show you how to show your work for these. This is starting with, they're all randomized, so this is starting with question number 37. And it's year 2021. And it asks, what is the solution set for 2x squared plus 15 equals negative 11x? 2x squared plus 15 equals negative 11x. So for these, I must keep in mind that zeros are important. Box. And I need the number 0. Okay? So because I don't have the number 0, I have to force myself to create the number 0. I am creating the number 0 by getting rid of this 11x, because creating it over here would be getting rid of too many things. So let's make this positive 11x on both sides of the equal sign. I draw a line through my equal sign to distinguish the two. These go away, and I now have my 0 that I'm looking for. Then I come over here and I rewrite 2x squared plus 11x plus 15. Then this goes into Desmos and find the zeros. Next question. What are the solutions to the equation? This is the same kind of setup. X squared minus 2 equals negative 3x. X squared minus 2 equals negative 3x. And this is question number 42. Redesign. Alright, so I'm going to create my 0 by adding 3x to both sides.
It is now 3:05 p.m. Students should be
I now have x squared plus 3x minus 2 equals 0 because these cancel out. So now I'm going to use the quadratic formula according to these, or I can put this in Desmos and then see which ones are equivalent to it over here. Your answer is either going to be negative 1 and 2, negative 2 and 1, or it will be these, and then you put these in Desmos, starting with the division symbol, and then at the top you'll put your 3 plus square root 17 over 2, and then you'll do 3 minus square root 17 divided by 2, and then you do the same thing down here, but you'll change your 3 to a negative here. So this is also a plus and minus, plus and minus. The graph of the quadratic function f is shown on the grid. This is question 38, 2018. 38 here, 2018. Which of these best represents the domain? Remember, the domain is your x-axis, okay? And if you look across the x-axis far left, this goes up forever and this goes up forever. Okay, that means my domain has no limits. So when you choose an answer, that means it goes up forever and has no limits. First name, last name, class period. Which statement about the k of x equals negative x squared minus 2x plus 15 is true? So we need to go to Desmos and type it in. What did I not write down? Oh, here I'm just writing down the domain. Alright, next one. Oopsies. What's my question? Oh, there it is. K of x equals negative x squared minus 2x plus 15. And this is number 16, 2016. Alright, so here's what I wrote, and I'm going to type it in. Negative x squared minus 2x plus 15. Alright, and look at the zeros here, and then that's it. I just need to go to the answer and choose the appropriate one. and 3, 0. Alright. It looks like the answer is already chosen. No, I don't want to edit. Alright, now we're on question number 25 from 2024. And it's asking about a minimum or a maximum. And this has a bottom. And then it's at the what value of y. So is it min or max at y equals something? And there's going to be another part to this which you can come back and just annotate there. So I would choose whether this has a bottom or a top. This one has a bottom, and then I need to choose the y value for what goes down there. Alright, number 12, redesign. Alright, the domain, this has an endpoint, which means it is not all real numbers here. It starts at -1 and then goes up forever because this goes up forever, which means it's going to go along this axis because the domain is left to the right.
If you are parked there, please move your vehicle immediately.
-1 and up. Alright, 6x minus 11x plus 3, 6x squared. And this is question number 45, 2016. 6x squared minus 11x plus 3. Alright, and we got to find the zeros. So comma Desmos. 6x squared minus 11x plus 3. Okay, I gotta know that this right here is a benchmark fraction, and this one right here is an easy fraction to do. 1.5 can be terminated, or is a terminating decimal, so it can be converted easily. This one cannot. I have to know this one off the top of my head. This is 1/3. So if I come down here and I do 1 divided by 3, then I see the 3, 3, 3 repeats. So then these are my answers here. That's what I need to choose. Alright, number 21, number 4. Zeros are my rocks. I think it was 24 for 2021. Oh, it's number 4, not 24. Whoopsies. Alright. X squared minus 6x minus 16. And then I need my roots, my zeros, my x-intercepts, all the things. Let's clear all of this out. Oopsies. Delete all x squared minus 6x minus 16. -2 and 8. The range. Number 5, 2018. The range comes straight from the vertex, so I need my equation, -x squared minus 2x plus 3. And then my range is going to come straight from my y value. So I need to find my y value. It's -x squared minus 2x plus 3. And then my vertex is negative 1, 4. And then it opens down. So I need to find an answer that tells me below the y value. So it's going to be y, and then a symbol, and then a number. Did I just do this one? Is this one a repeat? No, it's not. Oh, yeah, I already did that one earlier because I had the answer on the screen. Whoopsies. The sum of the first n consecutive even numbers can be found using s equals n squared plus n, where n is greater than or equal to 2. What is the value of n when the sum is 156? So I've got to say what my sum is. My sum is 156. Therefore, n squared plus n equals 156. We've done 2 of these where this must be a 0. How do you make it a 0? Once you turn this into a 0, where does it go? And then it needs to be an x. Then this goes in Desmos after you turn this into a 0, and then you find your rocks. What question number is this? 22, 2016. Alright, 4x squared minus 36x plus 81. This is number 8, 2023. Alright. 4x squared minus 36x plus 81. Alright, it's got 1 0, so we need to zoom in on that guy and find out what he is. 4.5. Turn it into a fraction.